There is one line that remains a line, which only Ali ibn Abi Talib has said, will say, and none has the audacity to ever say after him or before him. Ask me before you lose me. Wow. I know I am more aware of the paths of the heaven than the paths of the earth. Which means what? Which means the earth is for mortals. Those above mortals know the heavens as well. Yes? That's why another line says, لو كشف لي الغطاء ما ازددت يقينا ولا إيمانا. If the veils between me and Allah were removed, it wouldn't increase my iman and certainty in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wow, wow, wow. That is Ali ibn Abi Talib, not a historical personage. No. Before you go into Ali ibn Abi Talib, there is a man who's saying to you that remove all the veils between me and Allah, it does not affect my iman at all. When they came to him, they say, have you seen Allah? He said, how can I worship a Lord who I haven't seen? I haven't seen him with the eyes. I've seen him with the certainty of this heart. Yes, this heart has tasted the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I see the wonders in their actual essence, in their actual reality. When Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib says that we are Umara al-Kalam, we are the princes of speech, of theology, of understanding, of rationality, of reflection. What does he mean? He means every human being sees the reality in their bits. I see the reality as it is. That's why the only man who ever existed who said, before I do anything, I see Allah before it. I see Allah in it. I see Allah after it. No man has ever been able to have the bravery to say these lines except Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib. When he says these lines, what's he trying to say to you? He's trying to say to you, if you trust me in what I guide you, believe me, I'll show you Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Have full faith in me when I say to you, ask me before you lose me. I'll show you the Lord and you will see the Lord in his clear brightness. And that's why when you look at the companions of Imam Amir al-Mu'mineen, his chosen disciples were the ones who say, he opened up to us in a way which others were not able to handle. For example, Kumail ibn Ziyad, you know Kumail ibn Ziyad had certain gatherings with Ali ibn Abi Talib where Imam Ali opens up to Kumail in a way where Kumail's like, you know what, I don't know what to believe about this man anymore. There is one hadith called the hadith al-haqiqah, the hadith of the reality. This hadith is vicious. This hadith is Ali ibn Abi Talib in a different world. Don't bring me the names of Zayd and Bakr and all of these. Bring me Ali. Kumail says, I'm riding my horse, Imam Ali's on the horse behind me. He said, I just turned around to him and I said, what's the truth? What's the truth? Imam Ali said, what do you have to do with the truth? In one narration, Kumail replies by saying, aren't you the door to God's secrets? In another narration, Imam says to him, or he says to the Imam, aren't I your companion of the secrets? Imam says to him, oh Kumail, what sprinkles in you overflows in me. Oh no. What sprinkles in you overflows in me. Kumail looked at him and said, tell me more. What's the truth? I want to know the truth. Kumail didn't say, I want to know, tell me what the truth is. Imam looked at him and he said, the disclosure of the majesties of glorification without indication. I don't know how to explain it to you because I don't know what that means. If I knew what that means, then I should be an Imam. But that only belongs to Ali ibn Abi Talib. The disclosure of the majesties of glorification without indication. Kumail said, please tell me more. He said, the negation of speculation through the realization of the reality. History puts him as number 4. He says, please explain to me more. He looks at him and he says to him, the negation of the realities through the rendering of the veil of the secrecies. He says, please tell me more. He said, appreciating the divine oneness through apprehension of the attributes of the divine unicity. He says, please tell me more. He said, a light that illuminated from the pre-eternal dawn, now on the talismanic tables of divine unicity. Kumail said, tell me more. He said, no. He said, remove the light. It's now time for Fajr. 5 lines, which were meant to have taken place from Maghrib to Fajr. He starts at Maghrib, somehow it's Fajr. What has occurred in those hours in 5 lines, I don't know. Kumail says, I never asked him after that. All I said to him is, what's the truth out there? He gave me 5 answers I could never understand. He'd open up only to a few. And that's why one day Kumail says, I saw him put his fist into the earth. I said to him, Imam, what are you doing? He said, Kumail, I have so much to give mankind, but they cannot take what I am. So I put my fist on the earth, because the earth understands me more than the people above the earth. I found Allah on the 19th of Ramadan. He said, how? I said, I saw a man killed in his sujood. And the first thing he did after being struck was give water to his killer. Whoever that man worships, I want to worship. Because if worshipping a God makes an Ali ibn Abi Talib Ali, I want the God of Ali ibn Abi Talib. If worshipping God, whatever God's name is, name me any name. If worshipping a God made Ali ibn Abi Talib that humble, I want the God of Ali ibn Abi Talib.